earn money. Good. Anybody else?
You learn the maximum.
To learn the maximum. Very good. Well, I'll tell you, priority number one should be a totally different one. You're going to laugh about it. Priority number one, it should be your health. If you're not healthy, nothing else works. Money, cars. You have this wonderful song in Punjab, buy me a Jaguar and I'll love you very much. Yeah. Money, cars, and things. Everything can be taken away from you. I don't care if you have Armani suits. I don't care if you have a Jaguar. I don't care if you have Mukesh Ambani. If you have a Bentley. I don't care what you have. Everything can be taken away from you. Just yesterday, last night, somebody showed me a video of two buildings, I think in Pune or something, they put them down, right? So those people who built those buildings, they were actually having an entrepreneurial mindset. They were building a business, and then all of a sudden, in a matter of like 5 seconds, everything collapses. The only thing that nobody can ever take away from you is what? It's what you have between your ears, which is your knowledge. So priority number one, health. Priority number two, education. Education is the only thing that nobody can ever take away. I don't care what you have, material possessions. Everything can be taken away. Okay? This is the entrepreneurial mindset, right? Think about acquiring knowledge. Think about how are you going to apply that knowledge, to extract the most benefit out of your life. Yeah. So when we talk about innovation, of course you can build things, you can build companies and whatever, but you have to have that mindset of passion and commitment and drive. Actually, in my strategic management course that I teach a framework of 5 Ps, which are going to make any company successful. And this is 5 words, and this is going to apply to you as well, to some extent. 5 Ps, and it's going to make any company successful. P number 1 is planning. Planning. Failing to plan equals planning to fail. If you don't plan your lives, if you don't plan your studies, don't plan what you're going to do in the future, you're going to be rudderless. You're not going to go anywhere. Plan. Number 2 P for companies is people. Don't have the right people in place. For you as an individual is knowledge. Yeah. Don't have the right people in place, they're not going to accomplish anything. Number 3 P is process. You have to have some sort of a framework, which is going to define exactly what you do. Yeah. Number 4 is the most important one, and that's 1 P that all of us should actually embrace. Not just embrace, but just cherish it. It's passion. No passion, no commitment, no drive, you're not going to accomplish anything in your life. The fact that you want Jello, Guruji, give me Lakshmi, that kind of stuff, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So many people are going to the temple, and I'm not making a mockery of this. People have intrinsic beliefs and religious beliefs. Guruji, give me Lakshmi. Doesn't work. I mean, sometimes it does, but I think that's a bit of a fluke. I think it works when you put your blood, sweat, and tears in whatever you do to accomplish your goals and objectives. The 5th P is performance. So, planning, people, process, action, performance. This is what's going to take you guys from being an average human being to being a superior human being. Take you to the next step. Yeah. I don't know if what I'm saying here resonates with you, but I hope it does. And my plea to you when we talk about innovation, I can teach you about radical innovation, incremental innovation, but I don't think that's the point. I think the point is to, in essence, to stimulate you to think about how are you going to become a change maker. How are you going to become a change maker? I hope that's the this is my my hope for the day that you guys are going to get this kind of thing. Right? Anyhow, so this innovation process, talking about innovation, of course, we want to come up with ideas. There are many schools setting up business incubators. At the university where I teach, I set up a business incubator. It's called EPIC with 2 I's. It's Entrepreneurial and Process Innovation / Incubation Center. Getting that idea and putting that to an incubator and trying to get funding and resources and the guidance and mentorship and all these things, yes, they're going to help. But without your passion, without your commitment, without your dedication, without your drive, nothing is going to get accomplished. You have to be you have to be laser focused. Once you have an idea, it doesn't matter what's going to happen. You have to get it done. There is something that we in the business world is called the chasm. The chasm. But this chasm, anybody knows what the chasm is? It's like a big gap. This chasm in business occurs between the end of year 1 and the beginning of year 3. So basically, the second year of a business, that's where 80% of the businesses which are going to fail will fail in that time frame. In other words, after 365 days, less than the end of second year. Why? Because a lot of inherent problems start to occur. Some of the funding is drying up. Your energy and your passion is kind of waning out, right? So you are actually going to, if you are able to go through these first 2 years, then the process is going to happen, and you are going to be successful. Most of it. Another very interesting thought is this. Right now, there are more successful women entrepreneurs than men. I want to tell you why. Males are very excited, very energetic about and very passionate about something on the front end. Right? They come up with an idea and let's do it. Jaldi, let's get this thing done. You do it, and then what happens? 6 months, 8 months, 12 months into the same, problems start to occur. You're not seeing eye to eye with your partner. Things happen, everything goes apart. Women have a much longer time horizon. They tend to stick with something. Once they start something with it, they stick with that. And that's a very encouraging trend. So I would strongly encourage all of you, both women and men, to actually engage with something, but have this mindset that no matter what, I'll see this thing through. Never give up. That's what makes the difference between losers and winners. Never giving up. When you give up, is game over. Okay? So I think that's enough for innovation. Ask me questions. I can do a full lecture of 12 hours. I can talk. Believe me, I can talk. But I don't think that's the point here. I can do so. I have a presentation. Frankly, I don't think it's going to add value. I think it's going to add more value if we have an open discussion about this. Ask me any questions that you'd like to know about entrepreneurship, about innovation, anything at all. Come on, don't be shy. I've seen the shy people. Where are the shy people right now? Or the shyest people right now? In the back. They first came in and they went all the way to the back. God forbid this guy's going to ask me any questions. What if your plan is not working? That's an outstanding question. Outstanding question. And I'm going to tell you this. In business, as in life, you have to behave like water. Like water. Let me ask you this. What does water do when it finds some sort of an obstacle in front of it? So imagine a river, and now you find a big rock here. What does water do? It goes around it. It goes above it. What if it's a dam? Well, it finds a little crack and it kind of goes through that. What if it's a strong dam? Well, it builds enough pressure that in 10, 15, 20 years it's going to take the dam out. So you have to have that mindset. We call this the PLR, the path of least resistance. Now, if the plan is not working, I'll teach you a good concept. This concept is called strategic agility. Strategic agility. Agility simply means flexibility, nimbleness, speed. Yeah, to be agile means to kind of have the ability to turn on a dime. This strategic agility, and this relates exactly to what you're saying, has three components. Number one is strategic flexibility, and this relates exactly to what you're saying. What this strategic flexibility means, guys, is developing the ability to move seamlessly and iteratively. Seamless means without any hiccups. Iterative means in a circular pattern between strategy definition and strategy implementation. What happens? A lot of people, they come up with a plan. They go to deploy the plan, the strategy, and then they find an obstacle. And then they get stuck. They get stuck. They don't do anything about it. Oh my God, OMG, that's it. You cannot do anything about it. Find that path of least resistance. Go back, take a few steps back, look around you. See what other solutions are available. Redefine your strategy and then go back to implementation. So this is strategic flexibility, seamless and iterative shift between strategy definition and strategy implementation. The second is resource cleaning. What does it mean? We all have resources. You have intellectual resources, companies have financial resources, human resources, technological resources, whatever type of resources. The question is how we employ and deploy those resources to maximize our profitability. So resource really talks about constant deployment and redeployment of all available resources to wherever they will make the most meaningful positive impact in the organization. Third, and probably the most important one, constantly scan the opportunity horizon. Constantly scan the opportunity horizon. What does it mean? It means that we always have to be future oriented, future focused. Yeah. So if your plan is not working, see why is it not working. Go back, redefine the problem, try to understand what's happening, and then try to find a solution. Try to find a solution. If I was to say, let's suppose, there was a classroom there. Yeah, let's suppose, or in a corridor. If I was to say, okay, go to that next classroom, what's the shortest path, right? The shortcut that a lot of people are taking shortcuts. What's the shortest path? Well, the shortest path would be Third option is to actually run in front of that train. And when you run in front of the train, how do you need to run? Faster than the train itself, because otherwise the train is gonna come away. So what my plea with you guys is to develop this mindset about you becoming champions of G, about you becoming transformers, about you becoming some people who are going to make an impact in the world. Don't seek to get a good job. 100% of you. How many of you would like to get a good job? Joe, you see, I kind of changed a few minds. Did I change a few minds in the span of 15 minutes? You still want to get a good job, right? How many of you would like to affect change? How many of you would like to implement change? How many of you would like to become the champions of change? This is my plea with you. Seek to become a job provider, not a job seeker. Understood? This is what innovation is. New products, new benefits, going from iPhone 1 to 2 to 3 to what's now iPhone 179 or something? 13. They didn't reach 179 yet. They will in the next 6 months. They're going to launch one iPhone every 24 hours. I wrote a book, it's called The Kleenex Syndrome. It's not published yet, but it talks about the speed at which change occurs. Anybody knows what Kleenex are? Kleenex are? Those tissue papers that we take and we use it to wipe our face, tissue papers, right? And then how do we use that? We use it once and then we fill up garbage. Yeah. Everything that we're actually using today, your clothing, your shoes, everything is going to be used like a Kleenex because it's going to be less costly to actually buy a new T-shirt than to wash it. By the time you figure out the energy, the electricity, the water, the detergent, the whatever, it's going to be less costly to buy a new T-shirt. How much does a T-shirt cost in Sector 70 in the marketplace? So rupees, charge rupees, those rupees, somewhere there. How much does it cost to actually spend? How much does it cost to pay for the electricity, for water, for detergent to wash that T-shirt? So much more. Why am I going to? So don't worry about new products. Yes, new products are going to come. Come up not with new products. Come up with new ideas. Don't come up with new products. Come up with new ideas. And luckily for this phenomenal country, and I'm going to tell you, I've been coming to India for the last 20 years. I think in 20 years I spent probably 2 years in India. As you can see, I can even count there. And when I go to the marketplace, if somebody wants to sell me some fake Ray-Bans, they say, absolutely. And I say, in English, just please. You get it? So, come up with new ideas. Don't think about coming up with new products. Come up with new ideas. Be different or be dead. Come up with ideas that are going to be different. Try to find I'll tell you what the solution to this innovation thing is. Find a problem and then determine or define a solution for that problem. Find the problem. Find the problem. And then find a solution. And that's going to make you not a millionaire, but it's going to make you a billionaire. Who wants to be a millionaire? That movie, right? Have you seen that movie? You haven't seen the movie? Who wants to be a millionaire? Nobody has seen that. How many of you have seen that movie? Who wants to be a millionaire? With that kid from Mumbai, from the slums of Mumbai.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Slumdog Millionaire. Yeah, Slumdog Millionaire. Who has seen that? Millionaires do not happen that way. Only in movies. Bollywood movies, very nice, dancing. Bollywood movies are about 3 things: laughing at the beginning, crying throughout the movie, and then laughing again at the end. That's the Indian movie. I've seen a lot. Incidentally, I was born a long time ago. I cannot even remember when. But I was born in a country where I've seen a lot of Indian movies. Not in the West. I was born in Bucharest, in Romania, and I've seen a lot of Indian movies. So I even know how to sing the Don't Bar. For those of you who are old enough to that. Anyhow, guys, just to kind of make a long story longer, you guys have to go to classes. Forget about class, stay here with me. Professors are here. Do you have any professors? No? It's okay, you tell them, hey, this crazy guy came from Canada. What do people love in Punjab, especially guys? Chalo Kaneta. Okay. $1 lakh per year. The eyes are getting big and big. Is that innovation? Is that entrepreneurship? No, but I'm going to tell you what. A lot of people who are coming from India into Canada, into the United States, they do become innovators. Why? Because they don't get the good job that they were looking for. And then they start a small trucking company, they start a small construction company, they start a small whatever company. They do become entrepreneurs. Not so much innovators, but entrepreneurs. You know, I said entrepreneurship is about operating a business. Innovation is when I take an idea and I transform it into a commercially viable benefit. So I would strongly recommend to all of you to see the movie about the McDonald's company. McDonald's, right? You all know McDonald's. So there's a movie there with Ray Kroc was the guy who actually took the idea from two other brothers, the McDonald's brothers, and he transformed that. So in that case, the McDonald's brothers were the inventors. Ray Kroc was the innovator, and then the other people who were operating all those franchises. They were the entrepreneurs, the business operators. But anyhow, I would recommend that. We have time for a couple of questions.
Last questions.
Couple of questions.
Along with the 5 P's,
Couple of-
so along with the 5 P's, we mentioned the innovation and the entrepreneurship. There is the one R. That is very dangerous. So it can lead to 3 D's: depth, depression, and death. So that's I believe being turtle in the race is the simplest.
Very good comment, and I gotta tell you, the only time when you should stop believing in yourself is when you're dead. That's irreversible. But as long as you are on your own 2 feet, and as long as you can think with your head, you should never give up on your dreams. Right? But there's one R which I love, and this R becomes the foundation for your success. It becomes the foundation for your future. And I'm going to tell you what that R is. That R is respect. Respect for others, respect for elders, respect for your teachers, respect for your colleagues, and respect for yourself. Without that respect, you're never going to be able to engender trust. You're never going to be able to get anything else. So that respect, is good. With this depression thing, it's a mindset. It's a mindset. I'm not saying it's not an illness. I mean, God forbid. But what I'm saying is we all have this inner fortitude. Fortitude is this ability to never give up. We all have this inner fortitude to go through hell or high water to accomplish our goals and objectives. Right? So I think it's, but that respecting, I think, definitely becomes something tremendously important in our lives. Last question, if you want, please. Actually, I've seen. Okay, I'll take both. Okay.
Is it bad to change our team if we are not succeeding in our plan and failing again and again?
Strategic flexibility. FAIL. Remember this. FAIL is just an acronym. FAIL stands for first attempt in learning. First attempt in learning. This is what FAIL is. It's just the first attempt in learning. Failure, it's actually good. Fail, often, and fail forward. Don't fall back. Don't fail back. Fail forward. Because when you fail forward, what you're going to see the ground coming at you, and then you're going to say, "Heck, let me get back up, wash it up, and then do something else."
But sometimes feeling comes that maybe I'm wasting my time. Maybe this is not what I meant. So when you know that to stop thinking about this or to change my.
So there's a fine balance between being passionate about something and being obstinate, or being stubborn about something. The definition of insanity is actually this: doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That's the definition of insanity. You don't want to do the same thing over and over again. Change something. See, maybe you find something else. If you're passionate about something, if you strongly believe in it, go for it, no matter what. But if at some point you say, you know, that's it, I tried this and I tried the other thing and something is really not working, find that path of least resistance. Find a different way, find something else. Last thing.
We may lead to this failure at the end. May. So, sir, the failure होगा, then how will we cope up with that failure? Society and pressure as well.
Great question. Look, the entrepreneurship process is intrinsically defined by risk. There is no entrepreneur that has not taken a risk. Every single entrepreneur is risking his own health, is risking his own money, is risking his own reputation. There are many different kinds of risks associated with entrepreneurship. So, but you have to find that balance between risk and reward. Do not engage into something unless you totally believe in it. If you want to start a business just for making money, I can assure you that you are going to fail 1,000%. Not 100%. It's a bit of a counterintuitive thing because there's nothing more than 100%. But I can assure you that you will fail if you are starting a business to make money. If you start a business because you believe in that strongly and passionately, you believe in that thing, you will succeed no matter what. So this balance between risk and success or failure or success, that risk, we have to take calculated risks. Not like stupid risks. Going to the casino and let's play $1 million. I have $1 million. I put it, I go to the casino, I play roulette, I put it on 18 black. If it doubles, it doubles. If not, I lose everything. That's stupid risk. That's not the kind of risk that I'm talking about. I'm talking about calculated risk. What's the risk? You have to kind of think about doing the four types of analysis. Bestowed analysis. Anybody familiar with Bestowed? Nobody. Okay. Bestowed stands for political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal. Bestowed analysis. You analyze all the environments outside your control. You cannot control whether the BJP is going to be in power or the Congress or whatever. Economic and second analysis, SWOT analysis. Anybody familiar with SWOT? Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Third analysis is Porter's 5 forces. Michael Porter, famed prof from Harvard University. I'm not going to go through that, but learn about it. And the fourth analysis, which is the most important one, is stakeholder analysis. Analyze every stakeholder that's going to be impacted by your actions. Every stakeholder, your parents, your siblings, your society, your teachers. And when you analyze those things, and when you reach the conclusion that what I'm going to do is going to add value to every one of these guys, and it's going to add value eventually to the society, go for it. Does it make sense? So this is my lecture on innovation. I can talk for another 2 hours. All right, you guys have to go fast.
Third analysis.
Bestowed, SWOT, Porter's 5 forces. Porter's 5 forces talk about bargaining power of suppliers, bargaining power of buyers, threat of substitutes, threat of new entrants, and internal rivalry among the firms in the same business. And so it's look at guys, find the problem, define a solution. That's going to make you rich. That's it. Stop thinking about I'm going to be selling share bananas for 50 rupees in the marketplace. I'm going to become so rich. I'm not demeaning those guys, they add some value to the society, but that's not how you become rich. And that's not why you are actually getting this wonderful education here. This education is meant to transform you. This is meant to put you through a process that is called metamorphosis, to transform you from a caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly. This is a process. And by the time you're going to end up from going out of this college and out of your studies, think about what's the value that you are going to have to the world. Don't think about what value is the world going to have to you. JFK, John F. Kennedy, once said, don't ask what America can do for you, ask what you can do for America. I'm saying the same thing as John F. Kennedy. I didn't say it, he said it. Unfortunately, the guy's dead. But yeah, don't ask what the country can do for you. Don't ask for a job. you become the job provider. See, again, this is what innovation is. Nothing else. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your fantastic and motivational ideas with all of us.
Thank you.
I'm sure your expertise in this area and your enriching experience will be very beneficial for all the participants present here. Thank you, sir. Now I welcome request
the expressions. Thank you so much, Dr. Mike, to be a part of this program. And I'm very, very delighted that some of our youngsters could really benefit out of that. And we wish and we hope that we will continue to have such sessions in future as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for the lovely words. Now I request the faculty members to have a group photograph. All the faculty members are requested to gather here for one group photograph.
By the way, guys, if you really want to learn something about innovation, come and take, when you come to the Fraser Valley, India, and then join the BBA program, and then in the fourth year, you come and take Sanctioned of Innovation. Okay? And then you're going to learn about what innovation is really all about. If I was to talk about the technical aspects of innovation, I would have lost it. But I think and I hope that what we discussed today is much more I would say, motivational, much more, energetic for you guys. Right? So, always be strategic in your mindset. Think long term. Don't worry about some minor failures. Don't worry about what's happening tomorrow. Worry about what's going to happen 5, 10 years from now. Position yourself always for the future. That's that constantly scanning the opportunity horizon. Learn about the industry 4.0, learn about automation, artificial intelligence, machine learning, learn about big data analytics, learn about biotechnologies, learn about additive manufacturing, learn about all these. These are things which are going to come and disrupt a lot of the current trends. Just one thing, right? When every single car is going to be self-driving, every single truck is going to be self-driving, what's going to happen to every single person that today drives an Ola? What's going to happen to their jobs? Gone. When Google is going to implement Google Duplex or the Google Assistant, what's going to happen with all the secretaries and the call centers? Because these Google Assistants are actually synthetic voice, all electronic stuff. What's going to happen with those call centers in India, which have plenty of them all over the place? Dead. These trends are actually going to impact this entire world tremendous. People don't see it. So what I'm talking about is scan that horizon, learn about these things, see how are you going to position yourself for these disruptive trends. That's what's going to make you. That's what's going to make you rich. Not getting a job. Getting a job is not going to make you rich. See, I should have asked the follow-up question. After I ask the question, how many of you would like to get a good job? I should ask the question, how many of you would like to get rich? Let me ask the question, how many of you would like to get rich? Everyone. Well, by getting a job, you're not going to get rich. I promise you. I can give it to you in writing. Then, 10 years from now, you can come back to me and say, sir, I didn't get rich. Well, I told you so. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best, guys.
Students, please. All right. Students are requested to please.
Sir.
Another guest with us, Dr. D.K. Sharma, Director, Govt Private Limited. I request you, sir, to please have a seat on the chair. Give a huge round of applause, please. Respected Dr. Madhu Sharma, Registrar, GTSC College, respected our worthy guest, Dr. J.K. Sharma, Director, Govt Private Limited, my dear colleagues and dear friends. I, Dr. Neem, on behalf of the IISc GTSC Chandigarh, welcome you all on this expert lecture on accelerators and incubation opportunities for students and localities, early stage entrepreneurs. Nowadays, startups is the hot topic, especially in students' life. For early stage entrepreneurs, accelerators and incubators offer great ways to grow the business, and they offer the better chances to grow and attract the more funding from the investors. So keeping this in mind, IIC has organized this expert talk, and we request Dr. Sharma to make our students well understood with the concept of incubation and accelerators and its roles. Also, it helps us our young entrepreneurs who need necessary monitoring on the ideas running in their minds. So we would like to express our gratitude for accepting our invitation and sparing your time for us. Thank you so much, sir. Now I request Dr. Madhu Sharma, Registrar, to present a green welcome to our guest. I request Dr. Virendra, sir, to join the talk.
Good morning, one and all. Well, I'm as much a part of the audience for the previous session, going into the next one. Today, the entire theme for this morning has been regarding the startups, the innovation, thinking new, thinking progressive, etc. Well, just to talk about a few things, if we go into Indian economic history, or let's say socio-economic history of India, 50 years back, because that's been my lifespan, so I know it very well. I have lived it. The kind of mindset in the businesses or in the professional areas were not just as they are today. That was a generation of people who liked to be settled, because probably there must have been lots of unsettlement during the partition times, and everybody wanted to have a security about the job. Now, probably we are living in an era where security is not as big a problem as is to be competitively successful. So in order to be competitively successful, it becomes imperative for all of us to think new, to adapt to the changes which are rampant, and we need to be a part of the change. Unless we become a part of the change, as Dr. Mike this morning was mentioning, that we are lagging behind. So none of us here, especially the kind of strata to which we belong, we the educated ones, we from the urban part of Indian society, we do not want to lag behind. Because ultimately, society has not just given us the privilege of occupying these seats. Society also trusts us with some kind of responsibility to take it ahead. Well, with that kind of theme, we have to look into all the possibilities which we can exercise and be innovative and come out to be successful. And the best things can happen at a very young stage, when your minds can be trained, they can be given some directions by the experts in the field. Now we have Dr. Sharma, Dr. Jagdeep Sharma with us, and we are very fortunate to have him here. His long span of over 35 years in this field is going to come to our advantage. We are very grateful to Dr. Sharma, who has acceded to our request to join us, and we feel very privileged, sir, and thank you very much, all of you, to be patient audience and very participative audience. This ultimately is going to benefit you in the long run. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you for this lovely address. Before